today. It's about, we're in Musgrove Country Club, Jasper, Alabama. It's about 70 degrees, 72 degrees, no humidity. Loving life. Bent grass green, so we're very looking forward to having fun today. Got my videographers, Rachel and Peyton here helping them. So hopefully we'll have a good day playing golf. One of the first things you notice about this golf course is the topography. The first tee is up at the clubhouse, and then you cross over Blackwater Creek and head out to the first hole. And basically the entire course, with the exception of the 9th green, is on the west side of Blackwater Creek. And two of the features on this golf course that are real interesting and fun are the wooden swinging bridges. So when you get out to head across the creek here to number 1 fairway, you take one of these wooden swinging bridges, and it's one of the unique things about the golf course here at Musgrove Country Club. Real fun to go over. Certainly have to be careful. One golf cart at a time, and I believe this is the first time that the girls brought a golf cart over the bridge by themselves. So just double check and make sure they didn't crash into the water right off the gate. So as you can see, just great spectacular views here. That little bluff right there, right over that, is the 9th green, and Blackwater Creek there. So this is the first hole. It's pretty short. Great starting hole. Nothing fancy. A little bit uphill, and then as you can see today, the wind was gusting quite well. And so here's one of the first greens, first putt, bent grass. Just missed it. And I love the bent grass greens here. You'll notice the big fans at some point. That is to keep the air circulating, to keep the grass cooler. Bent grass doesn't do well in heat, and Jasper, Alabama has some heat. So the big fans are to try to make sure the grass still grows. Second hole here, dogleg left. You really, to try to get an advantage on this hole, you've either got to cut the corner or hit a draw. And you can see that the draw didn't work, but the direct line at the tree worked just right on today. Second shot here, pretty much sculled it. Got away with it, and have another birdie putt. And yes, those are gnats that you see flying around. Thankfully, they are not the biting gnats. But there's one of the fans behind me that you see trying to keep the greens cool. And yep, still cursed on the birdie putts. First 2 holes, 2 birdie putts. That one actually I thought was going to go in. The first hole, it was close. I'll give you that. I wanted it to go in. And then the second hole, really wanted it to go in. One of the unique things about this golf course, on the front 9, there's 3 par 3s. This turned out pretty good. When I first landed, I thought it wasn't going to hit the green. Then when it hit the green, I thought it might have a chance to go in. But, oh, look at there. Look at there. Finally made him a birdie. So, one out of 3. We'll see how that holds up for today. Handicap number 1. This is just a beast of a par 4. I don't have the yardage in front of me. It's got to be 450-ish. Maybe 440. But piped a good drive here. Was on a good side of the fairway and into the wind a little bit, and thought I'd left it short, but as you can see, it did catch the front of the green and ends up rolling out. So as you're going to see here in a second, it's about pin high. So I'm very excited about the day so far. Again, weather's perfect, conditions are great, and have had 3 birdie putts out of the first 3 holes, and about to attempt a 4th birdie putt on the 4th hole, which is the number 1 handicap. So that's always a good sign. Getting the number 1 handicap hole pretty early and making a run. Oh, making a run at it again. Yeah, we get replay on this one. It was pretty close. Yeah, the speed was probably a little fast, a little firm, but still would have really liked that one to have gone in. Par 5, hole 5, handicap 5. So 3 5s, 5 5 5. My videographers were sitting in the shade here, so they wanted to get out of the sun for a minute. So really didn't pick up where that ball landed, but that is where it ended up. And this is second shot into the par 5, pretty long par 5. I think it was 560. Got it down there into manageable range. And my cart girls, the ones videoing it, they got a good shot here, I thought, of the approach. I think that was downwind. I can't remember what the club was. Maybe a wedge from 130-ish yards. And then, so yeah, you can see the wind really whipping around. Not normal for this time of year up there. But it was enjoyable. Again, there was no humidity. Didn't break a sweat today. Wind was probably gusting 20 miles an hour. I'll guess that. And then, yeah, so the girls just videoed me getting ready to read this putt. And not something that we normally film, just to take the time just to film the shots. But anywho, I guess they wanted to do it, so I'll let them. So this is birdie number 5 attempt after 5 holes. So again, really feeling good about the day. Trying to get started here. And again, another missed putt. So still feeling good though, you know, day's still early. This is a second par 3, downhill as you can see, but dead into the wind. So I do take an extra stick here, thinking that if it gets above the trees, that the wind would kill it, die. And I just truly was just trying to get it on the green here, but you can see I catch it flush, one of the very few times. It goes long, and got a very difficult up and down attempt here. So just have to land it right in the fringe, and obviously catch it too clean, get it way past the hole, and have a what is that, 10-12 feet for par. So giving it a whirl here to save par. Just a little too much. Tap it in for bogey. Not happy, so I got 1 birdie, 1 bogey with what was that, like 6 attempts at birdie, 5 attempts at birdie, and only came out with 1 so far. So hole number 7, par 5. It's a couple of dog legs here, one somewhat to the right off the tee here, and then because that's kind of the bail zone, and now it goes back to the left a little bit. So just laying up here, trying to stay out of the trees. If I hit a hybrid or a 3-wood, just didn't feel like I had the room to maneuver it, so just punched a long iron down there. This is probably a wedge to a gap wedge, and my gap wedge usually goes left. So looks like that's what happened here on 7. But it's a birdie putt, birdie attempt. It's pin high, so pretty excited again. And this one's downhill, gonna be a little quick, so gave it some respect. And as you can see, maybe too much. So 6 birdie putts, I guess, on the first 7 holes, and only have made 1 thus far. Hole number 8 goes back toward the clubhouse, toward the creek there. Dog leg to the left. Tight driving hole. Ideally, you want to be on the right side of this fairway, or if you can hit a low draw. It's kind of like 10 at Augusta, if you will. If you get over that hump there to the left side, it catches a slope and will feed directly to the green. Otherwise, a safe shot is over here to the right. So into the wind, I believe here. Took a 9-iron, I think. And as you can see, I don't know if you're paying attention there, it's right there on the green on the front. I think we give you a zoom in here in just a second, but you can see the waterfall in the background from the creek. Fans blowing, winds blowing, pins on the front. Got a downhill screamer, but it's another birdie attempt. So let's see what happens. Gave it some respect, gave it a little, yeah. So at this point, it's like, I don't know what to do. I'm getting the ball close to the hole, feeling good about the putting stroke, feeling good about getting the ball in the fairway, getting the ball in the green. Putts just weren't dropping. So cool, one of the coolest par 3s I play. I'm sure there's ones that are maybe more spectacular, more fancy, but this one just has always been a intimidating yet cool hole. you go right over the bluff there, and then they've got that row of boxwoods, if you will, to try to keep you from not walking down there, because it's a pretty significant drop, and the creek's not that deep, so you could get yourself hurt pretty good. Yeah, so my camera crew decided to go to the pool, and left me with the phone, left me with the camera. So from here on out, it gets a little tricky. But so the ninth hole, I love the ninth hole. It's not a birdie hole for me, because you just can't see the green, so you just kind of aim at something and fire it up there. And then this birdie attempt putt was just terrible. What you can't see is that's probably about 4 feet short. So I just really should have probably taken a little bit more time with that. But was a little bit aggravated at all the missed birdie putts, so just slapped it in there. Don't know if this is gonna work or not. Standing on 10th tee box. Finished at an even 35. About to start the back slow. Got a foursome in front of me. Probably have to play through at some point. Lost my photographer. She went to the pool. Kind of try to give some photography here. Ninth hole is a lot of fun, that par 3. Anyway, so I don't know how the video is gonna work out on this back nine, but we'll try it. See ya.